Howdy, howdy. Yo, I did some research on this XP thing on YouTube. It's based on time plus comment length. Undertaker. Actually, this is from Halloween theme music. So the reason from Halloween theme music is just this is a good one to get into the killer mindset of like, okay, I'm just going to hack. I'm just going to do something crazy. Everybody have their alter ego, mate. Everybody have their crazy psychological person in them. This is mine. Interesting. Mine is a white dude with crazy history. Yo, Idor, what's up? What's up? How you doing? Yo, Wrench, you always go hard on me though. Like, holy, especially in the Discord, you go hard on me so much. I'm your brother, man. Okay. But today we'll focus more, right? We'll focus on our stuff. As I was just. My second personality sleeps all. Dude, do you know one interesting thing? When the first time the COVID wave happened, right? I was so. Like, I was, I think, in my third year, right? Ending. I was so tired of everything. I slept for days. I just woke up, ate something, and slept. For 3 days, I just slept and eat. That's all I did. I was Kumkar. Great arrange game. Dude. Hard on, what do you mean by that? Dude, like, it takes like 5 minutes. Yo, hi Shriram. That's hilarious. Oh, nice. Okay. But let's just get started because I know we'll be hitting some big numbers today. I'm going to use, actually, I was looking at Active Directory and I was getting some issues earlier. So I just thought, you know what? In COVID, I just hacked and learned HTML, CSS, JavaScript. Nice. But yes, I was saying I was looking and I was having some issues with my connection issues with the configuration file for this network specifically, because network configuration file, same steps, but for some reason the connection was for this was way worse compared to just like using a simple one, a simple, what's this called, a simple CTF machine. So I'm just going to keep this one up, easy to do, and we have to just go through quickly the DNS stuff. So we'll go through that, and then we can start working towards all this stuff. Z2, hello, good evening. I just finished the leisure machine. Phew, it's quite challenging. Leisure machine where? Let's see. TryHackMe walkthrough. Okay, it's on THM. There was an issue in TryHackMe when you were doing it. Yeah, I was trying to do the labs and labs were not working properly. Yeah. Oh, thank you for sharing the link. Let's see what this one is. Either what work did I get? Oh, so work, the one he was talking about was like in the sense, when I was like, just 5-10 minutes, I said 5-10 minutes and I was setting stuff up and you were like, yo, where is like, where are you, and like those messages. So that worked. Let me close my window. There's noise coming. I'm getting disturbed. Okay. Linux basics and TryHackMe. Nice, bro. Nice. So how is leisure? Let's see. This one, exit split. Oh, it's a hard one. Z2. Nice, man. Simulates real world, real cyber attacks in a way you must exploit an Active Directory. What's that? Sorry, I need to translate this. I don't understand. You told me. Okay, I'll turn on the captions. One sec. Can you understand now? Anything you said, haha, I'm using a translator. I'm from Chile and I don't speak English. Oh, it's all good, bro. Join our Discord. Maybe the fam here, right, will help you with like English because we chat in English all the time. Dude, it's super cool. It's not. Let's see. What is the weather? 14 degrees. Oh, yo, Ren said he knows a guy from Chile too. Dude, you know, I think Chile has the longest. Chef Few, his name. The guy is a hacker. Oh, nice. That's good to know. Like people from various places, right? Especially with hacking, because if you go to a different country, you know somebody you can chill and like hang out with same mindset. Dude, this is interesting. Active Directory box. Leisure. So if anybody is there, Z2 from Twitch is here to help us for this. Okay, but let's focus on our Twitch. On our TryHackMe, right, and get this thing going because I know like we have been lingering around it, and I promised Rabbit I will help him with like some of these stuff, even though he's not here. So kind of sad. I haven't seen him. Okay. So we are here. Let's set up the DNS quickly so we can keep working. You guys ready for some hacking? Hacking. Okay. Let's go. Let's do it. Yeah. I just have to change this IP address quickly. Let's do it. Yeah. Dude, I'm pumped today. I didn't sleep much last night, but I'm just pumped now. You know, after a point, once you are sleepy, I did slept a little bit during the day time. But like, you know, once you are a bit sleepy, and after that you reach that threshold where you're like, for some reason, not sleep at all. Lock in. Yes, sir. Let's do it. Okay. And resolve. Config. This one too. Thanks to wrench. So we have this. Our host. And the command to use. NSLOOKUP this one. To see if the DNS is active or not. Hold up, there was one more before this. Okay, NSLOOKUP this one. Copy that. Okay, this is working. We can see the address working and stuff. And I just have to put this a bit up. Okay, cool. Okay, let's see what we got. After the DNS, we are at task 2, and let me just give you guys the machine stuff. Then log into the domain controller. Wait, I have to log into the domain controller? Okay, let's see. This guy. Copy. Is there a place where it mentions I have to log into the domain controller? There's the OpenVPN, Kali, DNS stuff, blah blah blah, debugging DNS, ping the IP, lookup. Okay. I think we don't have, they don't mention it, but I would love to try and do it. Anyways. Some reason this is taking good amount of time. Paste and go. Let's see. If you want to do this in GUI mode, then you check the network manager and do it from there. Okay. I know there was a network manager command too. Okay. And just look at network manager. Where would that be? Is there one here? A GUI proper one? Hey, what is the purpose of the ping command? Ping command is just to see, like when you go on computer to see on if your internet is working, you go to google.com. It's the same thing. To see if you're able to reach a particular server or not. Just like you're checking, are you able to reach google.com or not? Where is network manager? Do we have a GUI for network manager in these? I don't think so. Let's see what will come if I do this. Just Shriram, do you know three-way handshake? So is to check my device is connected. So to check if your device can reach a server. So if I want to check if my device, like for example, if I have two servers, right? And let's say there is this third server. This is my server 1, this is my server 2, and this is, let be, Google. Right? So I don't have to be connected to internet if, let's say, these are connected through wire, right? And I will just ping from, I can just, from computer 1, I can do a ping server 2's IP address, right? Let's say I do ping 2. It will see if a packet or it is able to talk and come back, right? That's what ping will check. When we do Google one, we are just saying, is our server or our computer able to reach Google and come back or no? In that case, I will do ping Google's IP address, which, or let's say you do 8.8.8.8. So that's what ping command does, just to see if a packet is able to reach a particular server or not. Yeah. It's like a doorbell almost. Somebody comes back or not. If the doorbell reaches or somebody comes back or not. Maybe there is a standard tool in ParrotOS. Maybe. But like this one doesn't have anything, so it's fine. We'll look later. I think and I want to check one thing mentioned by Z2 was able to reach Active Directory. Am I able to like just ping? Let me just ping this and see. There is no. Oh, okay. I want to just see if I can ping this. In this case, now I'm going to check if I'm able. I can reach the server. Not this one. 10.200 26.202. 101. Okay. So I'm able to reach. You see this? 4 packets transmitted, sent by me, 4 packets received back, and 0% loss. So basically all the packets, all the messages I sent to the server came back. And some extra information like how much time it took and blah blah blah. Okay, let's just look into task 2. OSINT and phishing. Nmap scan, yeah. Do you want me to do the Nmap scan? Okay, so OSINT, Shriram, if you ping host discovery, network discovery, firewall, yeah. But also OSINT. So we were talking about OSINT. OSINT is basically open source intelligence, right? What that means is, able to find something. Let's say I'm trying to find about a person using Facebook and Instagram. That's open information, and using just the open information to collect about someone, right? Which I don't have to access some unauthorized. I don't have to like go through some unauthorized places. So that's what OSINT is. By pinging, it's used for some stuff. Yeah. HPing 3. Interesting. I'll look into that. Yeah, CTFs are the best for learning OSINT. So 2 popular methods, or even a bunch of challenges, OSINT is very helpful. Or like you learn a lot with those challenges. So, two popular methods for gaining access to that first set of Active Directory credentials is open source intelligence and phishing. Phishing, again, you probably get a bunch of phishing emails, right? We will only briefly mention the two methods here as they are already covered more in depth in other rooms. There are modules on OSINT and phishing. OSINT is used to discover information that is publicly disclosed, like your Facebook, LinkedIn, and stuff. In terms of Active Directory credentials, this can happen for several reasons, such as users who ask questions on public forums such as Stack Overflow, but discloses sensitive information such as their credentials in the question. So, for example, let's see. Oh, also, I think Stack Overflow is about to get a very big update. Let's say if I go to this one, right? Somebody might have been released their password or company ID on this LDAP, and I'm able to log in. So that's open information. I didn't have to access something which is like not available to the simple user on internet. This is a good example came out automatically. So that's OSINT. Developers that upload scripts to services such as GitHub with credentials hard coded. Big thing. I have seen it so many times, and I've seen a couple of times, not so many times, but and I've like lost my brain. They were already reported, but by the time they were reported, before they were removed, I could see it. Credentials being disclosed in the past breaches since employees use their work accounts to sign up for external websites. So, for example, I use for example, if GitHub or Microsoft is able to find there is a leak happened in GitHub Copilot. A lot of companies who are using Copilot will lose their stuff. Websites such as Have I Been Pwned, great one. Dehashed provide excellent platforms to determine if someone's information such as work email has ever been involved in a publicly known breach. So dehashed. Evaluate your. What is this? I've never knew. Free the password. Oh, okay. What is dehash? I don't know. Raw data breach monitoring. Okay, so just like a breach monitoring website. I'll just post this thing because I haven't seen this one much. So I'll post this. And I will also post the Have I Been Pwned one. A great website. It's actually an amazing website. Okay. By using OSINT technologies, it may be possible to recover publicly disclosed credentials. Database of password leaks. Yeah. So Have I Been Pwned? If you go down, where is that? These many websites, these many accounts are there, and there is a list of API, email search, domain search, opt-out pricing, dashboard. Nope. Think somewhere here they mention a bunch of passwords from where they got the most stuff from. Troy Hunt. Okay. Yeah, I don't know, but there is a place where they mentioned. Do the lab, Roger that. Okay. By using OSINT techniques, it may be possible to recover publicly disclosed credentials. If we are lucky enough to find credentials, we will still need to find a way to test whether they are valid or not, since OSINT information can be outdated. Because if my leak came out, right, I'm changing my password with all these good technologies out. In task 3, we will talk about NTLM authenticated services, which may provide an excellent avenue to test credentials to see if they are valid. A detailed room on Red Team OSINT can be found here. I'll just post this, guys, to you. Probably will be a premium, yeah. Learn how to use DNS, advanced searching, reconnaissance, and multi-ego to collect information about your target. Okay, good to know. Can I save it? Nope. Oh, save the room here. Okay, phishing. Phishing is another excellent method. Is also actually one of the most popular ones because people do click all the time on this. Is another excellent method to breach Active Directory. Phishing usually entices users to provide their credentials on a malicious web page and ask them to run a specific application that would install a remote access Trojan in the background. This is a prevalent method since the rat would execute it in the user's context, immediately allowing you to impersonate that user's activity. I will send you phishing email now as Google. Okay. I'm able to. I haven't ever got scammed through phishing. I don't think so. I don't remember as far as I know. But basically, if you want to know rat, right? Rat is basically a remote access Trojan. It's like a backdoor. Like Shriram, if you want to understand, it's like, imagine somebody came inside your house and you don't know about it, right? You are not able to see them, and they can open any door in the background whenever the person who asked them to do it, or like whenever the hacker wants. So that's remote access Trojan. Very, very hard to find for some places. This is why phishing is such a big topic for the red and blue teams. A detailed room on phishing is found here. We can do this as well one day. I like this one. I've seen some contents of this room before. They do a proper, like a whole detailed game in this. I understand OSINT and how it can be used to breach Active Directory. I understand phishing and how it can be used to breach Active Directory. What popular website can be used to verify if your email or password have been exposed in publicly disclosed? So have I been pawned? Easy answer. Oh, you have done this. How was that phishing one? How was it? By the way, there is a course on by HackSmart how to do real phishing emails. It was HackSmart. Okay. HackSmart. Do you know what is the HackSmart's website? Which one of them? Or maybe videos, right? I've never heard of HackSmart. HackSmart phishing. I checked my email with have I been born. Nice. Do you found anything? I'll send the course link. Okay, thank you, boss. Yeah, we'll look at that. Oh, one breach. It's paid. That's fine. We can at least look what they do, so it will be nice to know. Lifetime access. That's good. That's good. Just like TCM. Okay, so NTLM and net NTLM. Let's look into that. Download task files here. Okay, need to do interesting stuff now. New technology LAN manager. So NTLM is the suite of security protocols used to authenticate users' identity in Active Directory. NTLM can be used for authentication by using challenge response based schema called NetLTLM. This one we did because challenge is like an extra piece of information combined with your password or credential, creates a response. You send the response back, and that's also checked, compared basically at the server. This authentication mechanism is heavily used by the service on a network. However, services that use NetLTLM can also be exposed to the internet. The following are some of the popular examples. Internally hosted Exchange mail server that exposes an Outlook web app login portal. Remote Desktop Protocol (RDP) service for a server being exposed to the internet. Exposed VPN endpoints that were integrated with Active Directory. Web applications that are internet facing and make use of NTLM. Okay, these are like, I think, understandable. Let me just post this. Net LTLM, also often referred to as Windows authentication or just NTLM authentication, allows the application to play the role of a middleman between the client and the Active Directory. So I think we had this, right? Somewhere I made this. Nope, not anymore. Okay, that's fine. What happened to this? Okay. So basically, NTLM authenticate application to play the role of a middleman between the client and Active Directory. What that means is, let's say if we have myself and Active Directory. I want Active Directory to give me service or something, right? So what NTLM will do, or NTLM server will be in the middle. Here, let's draw 3 lines. I will tell NTLM I want to do authentication. NTLM will create a challenge, actually. Creates a challenge and ask me about my credentials. I send the credentials plus challenge equal to response. I send this response here, and this response along with challenge is sent here. Yeah, we did that. You guys remember it, right? So you got that. So response plus challenge, Active Directory verifies it and gives me the authentication. It's good I remember that. So all the authentication material is forwarded to a domain controller in the form of a challenge, and is complete. If completed successfully, the application will authenticate the server. This means that the application is authenticating on behalf of the users and not authenticating the user directly on the application itself. This prevents the application from storing Active Directory credentials, which would only be stored on domain controller. This process is shown in the diagram here. So basically here, that means the application is authenticating. So NTLM application is authenticating on behalf of the user, saying, okay, is this person legit or not? So what happens here? Application user request access, the server, the whatever the server is, or let's say AD server, NTLM server. Server sends the challenge, client sends the response with the challenge, right? Server sends it to domain controller compares it and sends back. So now is brute force login attacks. As mentioned in task 2, these exposed services provide an excellent location to test credentials discovered using other means. So basically like the websites we mentioned, right, and OSINT. However, these services can also be used directly in an attempt to recover an initial set of valid Active Directory credentials. We could perhaps try to use these for brute force attacks if we recovered information such as a valid email address during our initial red team reconnaissance. Try to use these for brute force. Okay. Since most Active Directory environments have account logout configured, we won't be able to run a full brute force attack. Instead, we need to perform a password spraying attack. So, do you guys know about password spraying? Instead of I know this, that's why I'm just asking should I go over it? Instead of trying multiple different passwords, which may trigger the account lockout, we choose and use one password to attempt to authenticate with all the usernames we have acquired. So basically, what happens in a brute force, right? To log in, basically, to get a login, you need two things. You need a username, let's say. I will call it U, plus the password. This is like mostly the case. Call it P. A lot of time what you do, you have the username, let's say for Facebook, you have the username but not the password. So with a particular, let's say one username, let's say CH, right? You will try so many, brute force the heck out of it and try so many passwords till you find the right one, right? You try billions. Password spraying is basically opposite, in which we will take a password and we have a list of usernames. So we are going to run them through all the usernames with the hope that there would be one that might work, and that is our credential. We can even try SMB and FTE login for it. Yeah, because it will be the same. Yeah. That's actually, yeah, good point. We can use it with other services. However, it should be noted that these types of attacks can be detected due to the amount of failed authentication attempts that they will generate. You have been provided with a list of usernames discovered during a red team OSINT exercise. The OSINT exercise also indicated that the organization's initial onboarding password, which seems to be change me 123, what a stupid password. Although users should always change their initial password, you know that users often forget. Not only forget, they're lazy. Another thing I will tell you, because I have been to DevOps and all these, there is now you can force that as soon as somebody logs in for the first time, you can force them to change it. So I don't think this is valid anymore. We will be using a custom developed script to stage a password spraying against web application hosted at this URL. Okay, so this is our URL. Let's keep this handy here. Slime, Sublime. I like to call it Slime. Okay, navigate to the URL. We can see that if that it prompts us for Windows authentication credentials. Okay, I can't just go here. That's the issue I'm facing. One second, lads. I'll make it like so it's easy for me a bit more. Sorry, give me just 1 sec. I'll do it this way. Now, this can also go here. Okay, beautiful. And what's this last thing? Nope, don't log in. So I'm getting this username and password, and I want to just see 1 sec. What is this? Okay, it's the same color, just the color. So I'm getting username and password. Now let's see what they have for us. Firefox Windows authentication plugin is incredibly prone to failure. If you want to test credentials manually, Chrome is recommended. Do we have Chrome here? Web. Good job, nothing. Internet. Good job. Okay, I need to set it up properly before then. Okay, we could use tools such as Hydra to assist with the password spraying attack. However, it is often better to script up these types of attacks yourself, which allows you to have more control over the process. A base Python script have been provided in the task files that can be used for password spraying attack. The following function is the main component of the script. Okay, am I able to drag and drop some files? Let me just quickly check if I can drag and drop a file here. Okay, nope, not the right thing. So let's say if I have a THM Lite, can I copy this here? No. How would I do it? Nope. Okay. I don't drag and drop. Yeah, I don't think so either. Maybe I have to log in then to TryHackMe and get that. Oh wait, network files. They might be here already. Who knows? Let's see. Oh, I can just copy paste too. Fuck it. Sorry, I used the effort. Sorry. I'll just download these files and then use it to copy paste. Okay, usernames is here. Yeah. I thought they might have something. No, never mind. So let's see Notepad just once. Okay, quickly let's go here. Okay, close this guy. Okay, this works now. Now let's quickly see. The second option in the sidebar is for copy and paste. Yeah. This one, right? This one is from the clipboard. This one is all the Windows ones. It's fine. It's fine. Okay, so let's look. The net NTLM, we did this, blah, blah, blah. So we have the usernames. We discovered that from the given to us. And we have a Python script and the URL. So the following function is the main component of the script. So password spray, self, makes sense, password and URL. Starting password spray using the following password. Valid credentials 0. Ask ChatGPT to make the script even more faster. Dude. I would love to, but I know, like, I feel like how the network works on TryHackMe, it will break it even because of the faster. I think there's so many small ones. It doesn't matter anyways. Small number. All of the possible usernames for user in self.user. So we have the list. Make a request to the website. Okay. Request get URL. Auth HTML NTLM auth self. FQDN the domain name. User and password. Read the status. If succeed, good job. If not, go get me the verbose mode. This function takes our suggested password and the URL that we are targeting as input and attempts to authenticate to the URL with each username in the text file. By monitoring the differences in the HTTP response codes from the application, we can determine if the credentials pair is valid or not. If the credential pair is valid, the application would respond with 200 HTTP OK code. If the pair is invalid, the application will return 401 unauthorized code. Makes sense? So basically, if you guys don't understand, we have the URL, we'll send the username and password, and it will give us, if it's good, 200k, 200 OK, if not 401. Password spraying. If you are using the tag box, the password spraying script and username text file is provided under this place. So okay, it's good not to get angry. It's good sometimes. I jumped the gun. It was my mistake. Good to know what I was thinking, that there must be here. It is here. Okay. Let's just go over C. There's no like that way. Okay. Nope. Application. I have to go through terminal anyways then. Okay. New tab, shift control T. Okay. Why this keeps going small? Okay. So we go to /root rooms reaching Active Directory. We have task 5357, so cd task 3 just to make sure we have the right things. We have NTMM, we have this one, we have user, we don't have password sprayer.zip, so which is fine. We provide the following values as the parameters when we do Python NTLM password spray. So username or user file name, FQDN the URL, password and the attack. Wait. Fully qualified domain name, the URL of this. Okay, so the Windows authentication URL, and this will be the URL of just the Active Directory. Okay. Using these parameters, we would get a few valid credential pairs from our password spraying. Failed password. Okay, this one works. This one works. Okay. Cool. Okay. Hopefully you guys are ready to. I'll just go here. I don't even have to save these given like I already have them here. So I'll go, let's say Python NTLM password spray -u would be user file, so user names txt. What are the other one? F. Oh, I can copy these. Password and this. The reason I can copy it because TryHackMe updates these as they are available. Okay. So you good to go? See some stuff in action. Okay, amazing. Pip install deprecated 2.1. Who cares? VNB, yeah. It's fine. I think this will work now. Starting password spraying with the following password. So we got valid credentials found. It's 2.7. It's 2.7. So I'll take a quick screenshot of this guy. So we know. Based on this, we have who all do we have? Holier. Where is the? Oh, I closed the notepad. In a new Python version, it does not let install pip module without. Yeah. This one is 2.7, so I know that it would allow it. And the reason I want to do I don't want to go the route VNV route or virtual environment route is because in this case, at least on the one I have, I know in 1 hour it will be gone, so don't want to go through the hassle. But actually you are right though. The right way to do is through VNV. Dude, quick question, Wrench. Do you write a lot of Python code for your own scripts and stuff? Given you are doing TCM stuff too, right? You have done that, so must be right. You do write stuff. Also, if anybody wants to go hacker, I know some people, and all of them mentioned to learn coding. Yeah. Nice. Don't have to type the password because this is password spraying attack. I'll just keep one password. I don't do TCM stuff now. Oh, okay. But you have done in the past, right? You mentioned, if I'm not wrong, you have mentioned. Okay, so we completed these and we got a bunch of username. using a combination of OSINT and NTLM password spraying, we now have our first valid credentials pairs that could be used to enumerate Active Directory further. Yeah. What is the name of challenge response authentication mechanism that uses NTLM? Answer this, lads. Answer this. What is the username of the third valid credential pair found by the password spraying script? I will give you that. How many valid credential pairs were found? I think this one I can do 4. What is the message displayed by the web application when the authentication with a valid credential pair? So web application we have to do, but you have to give me the answer to the first one. This one is Gordon, third one, right? Gordon Stevens. This one you guys have to give me the answer. Message displayed. Net LTLM, yes sir. Yes sir, yes sir. Thank you. Message displayed, let's see. Let's close this for a second. We had, okay, let's quickly let me see. Huh. Why do you think I would it would be hello world? Why do I think? Oh, why? Because the lab is for starting. I mean, no. You are not a noob. Like, you are nowhere near a noob. I am a noob. You are nowhere a noob. You are like, you know, you give me the feeling of those students who are like the top in the class, and you're like, Ghost! Oh, here comes the stupid Active Directory. Yo, we have Ghosts back in the building. Yup, Active Directory Labs, man. But actually, Wrench, you know what you give me like what you remind me of? Pro guys always say they are new. Dude, that's the same thing, right? Like, I'll say this. Yeah, went for some client visit. Oh, nice. How was it, Ghost? And also AIB, college, university, placement. This guy you see, this third guy here, he is a perfect demonstration of what you are. Guy stays in Google, World 30 under 30. It's like, yeah, it's nothing, bro, nothing. You are that person, man. You are like legit, you could be like number 1 in the world and still be like, yeah, it's nothing, bro, it's nothing. I'm a noob. I got DEFCON badge, but I'm a noob, of course. I hope you don't mind though. It's all fun and jokes. But you do remind me of that thing. Okay, so we have this one. Let's see. Nah, bro, I have many people who are way bad. How could visits are always stupid? Yeah, this video. Yeah, dude, I like AIP was like way ahead of his time. Not going to lie. Change me 1 2 3. Ghost, come on YouTube. It's fun. So I can't tell myself. I can't call myself a pro. Dude, this is crazy. It is hello world. Oh, bro. Wrench, you hacked it before even I could do anything. Oh yeah, I forgot hopping on YouTube. Thank you so much. It's easy to manage because everybody can see what's going on. You also have a lot of people behind you. Dude, the guy, Wrench could be like, you know, a mafia type person in hacking. He's like, I'm a noob, but might have a whole army. Probably some might be like standing outside my house. The syntax also says it. Yeah. Yeah, I see. Okay, now we have LDAP bind credentials. How much is that? We have LDAP, then authentication relay, which is an interesting one, of course. But okay. So LDAP, another method of Active Directory authentication that applications can use is lightweight directory access protocol. LDAP authentication is similar to NTLM authentication. However, with LDAP authentication, the application directly verifies the user's credentials. So in our case, earlier we had these another mix, another server, or it here, right? A middleman. In this case, we would have Ghost is here, baby. I'm starting some reverse engineering from today. Been long since I reversed anything. Nice. He could one of from phones. Yeah, he could be one of the pandas. 100%. The wrench could be one of the pandas, man. Oh, sorry, bears. Put in bears. I keep saying panda. And so what we are seeing here is earlier we had a middleman, right? In this case, in case of LDAP, we don't. It would be straight up conversation directly, no middleman required. Yo, ghost. Ghosty, ghosty, ghost. Is there good ghost ones related emojis? Ghost. There's just this one, eh? Yeah, I think there's just this one. Okay. Before I like lose my sight again and I should focus. Okay. So we have LDAP, another way to authenticate. With LDAP, the application directly verifies user credential. The application has a pair of Active Directory credentials that it can use first to query LDAP and then verify the Active Directory user's credentials. LDAP authentication is a popular mechanism with third-party, non-Microsoft applications that integrate with Active Directory. These include applications such as systems such as GitLab, Jenkins, custom developed web applications, printers, and VPNs. Okay. With third-party applications that integrate with Active Directory. So this is just specifically for applications, I believe. I want to keep this. But I want to remove one thing from there. So it has the application. So it is basically more used for LDAP. Like LDAP is mostly used for application, but is LDAP used for? I like NTLM. I hate LDAP. Why is that? I want to understand because I have heard of LAD. I'm an idiot. Why I keep typing wrong things? LDAP, not LAD. So LDAP, yes, LDAP is widely used for user authentication in various environments, including enterprise network application web platforms. LTMLM is a bit more complex, so it's harder to configure. Many mistakes. Oh, I see. Centralized authentication enables organization to keep user credentials in a central directory like a database or IAM system. IAM is actually stands for, if people who don't know, IAM. This is how you say it. Identity and access management. Very popular in cloud environments or cloud users. Client server model, application or services acting as client and send authentication requests to LDAP integration, Microsoft Active Directory, Jenkins we heard, and stuff like that. Okay. Need to look more into this. If any of these applications or services are exposed to the internet, the same type of attacks as those leverage against NTLM authenticated systems can be used. However, since a service using LDAP authentication requires a set of AD credentials, was that, you know how strong is LDAP? When the most common attack comes from NTLM relay, when the most common attacks come from NTLM relay to LDAP. Can you explain that? I don't get it. So when the replay or relay, not replay, most common attacks come from NTLM relay to LDAP. Okay, so you first try to do with NTLM and then like go to LDAP. Interesting. So like your NTLM is basically your go-to, even if somebody has LDAP there. So you don't want to touch LDAP. Interesting to know. This is good to know. I need to look more. Got it. Thank you so much, Wrench. This is like very helpful. These things I will remember when doing it right in future. So thank you so much. However, since a service using LDAP, if any of these applications or services are exposed to internet, same type of attack can be leveraged. Got it. However, since a service using LDAP authentication requires a set of Active Directory credentials, it comes up additional attack avenues. In a sense, we can attempt to recover Active Directory credentials used by the service to gain authenticated access to Active Directory. So basically, what they are saying, LDAP requires Active Directory credentials, right? There is no middleman, so that opens more attack surface. But you said it's already hard. For example, because Active Directory credentials will go on LDAP, like the app which use LDAP, we can use that, find a problem in those applications. The process of authentication through LDAP is shown below. Okay, let's see. User sends printing request with Active Directory username and password. Printer uses its Active Directory credentials to create an LDAP bind request. The domain controller provides bind response. Printer request LDAP user search. Users search response. Okay, LDAP bind request with user credentials. Server sends bind response. Okay, so I think then in this case, like you are searching for users, so number 4 and the number 6, where things can happen, right? If you could gain a foothold on the correct host, such as a GitLab server. Oh, I think Hyperion did found some GitLab related stuff. Well, okay, never mind, not related to this. If you gain a foothold on the correct host, such as a GitLab server, it would be as simple as reading the configuration files to recover these Active Directory credentials. If we gain a foothold on the correct host, such as GitLab server, okay, so instead of printer, we go to the GitLab. LTNM can be downgraded and exploited, but LDAP itself does not support downgrade. However, if a user connects using NTLM, if a user if a user connects using NTLM, an attacker can capture that authentication using tools like Responder and Relay. It to LDAP to perform privileged actions like adding a user to domain. So it is to LDAP to perform. Okay. Sorry, give me 1 sec. My brain is processing. Sorry. So can be downgraded and exploited. Got it. So LDAP itself does not support downgrade. However, if a user connects using NTLM, okay. So basically LDAP hard to exploit, hard to get hold of, but through NTLM I can. Maybe it is a very complex. No. This is good. Like it is complex today, but tomorrow it will be understandable. So this is how it's good. Thank you so much. This is big. Thank you so much, boss. Hey, that got you 100 XP, so that's awesome. Okay, so you can just do these, right? Get that up. Um, what I was saying, these credentials often stored in plain text in configuration files, such as since the security model relies on keeping the location and storage configuration file secure than its contents. Hack the algo. Yeah, you did. You promised yesterday you'll find a way. Now you did it. Okay, let me see. If you could gain this, these credentials are often stored in plain text in configuration files. Since the security model relies on keeping the location and storage configuration file secure rather than its content, configuration files are covered in more depth in task 7. Just got 125. Oh, 150 now, bro. 150. Holy. You did hack it. That's hilarious. I'm just thinking, so basically what they're saying, the reason they mention GitLab because configuration files could be there and those configuration files will have the secure information and stuff. That's interesting. Dude, this is like some overload of information, not going to lie. This is some overloading of information. One second. Yeah, it's 12. I could tell. I was like, it's my brain has started going slow. So LDAP pass back attacks. However, one other very interesting attack can be performed using LDAP authentication mechanisms. You could have hacked the YouTube EP, but you can't hack the channel's algo. Yeah, huh? Experience points, but not the. Actually, it's interesting. Yeah, no, I can't have coffee. It's hard to get a few views now. Yeah, but actually, I will say this. I hardly drink coffee though. I'm a chai guy, and when I drink coffee, I'm up all night. It's so hard to sleep. I always, especially Shriram, because you are young, right? Try to have your caffeine as minimum as possible. Maximum one half a cup of tea. And anyone who is watching this, when you get up, don't drink anything, any tea or caffeine related drinks for at least 2 hours. Drink water. Your body is thirsty, not caffeine. It doesn't ask for caffeine, it asks for water when you wake up. Big change in life, I'll tell you that. Okay, let's get back. LDAP pass back attacks. However, you should not take caffeine after 6 p.m. Yes, yes, sir. I agree with you. I actually like I'll tell you the story. I drink coffee only when I work out. Okay, that's not bad because that gets your body it's like already digested after workout. That's not bad. Remind me, I will tell you my hack the box story. Me drinking 2 monsters a day, very bad. LDAP pass back attacks. However, one another very interesting, nice. One another very interesting attack can be performed using LDAP authentication mechanism. He did. Pre-workout man. Oh dude, yeah. 2 bananas is good enough for like any workout. Okay, sorry, I keep going in that game. Okay. However, let me take this out. My eyes one other very interesting attack can be performing against LDAP authentication mechanism called LDAP passback attack. This is a very common attack against network devices such as printers. When you have gained initial access to the internal network, such as plugging in a rogue device in a bedroom or a boardroom or a bathroom, LDAP passback attacks can be performed when we gain access to a device configuration where LDAP parameters are specified. A device configuration where LDAP parameters are specified. This can be, for example, the web interface of a network printer. Usually, the credentials for these interfaces are kept to the default ones, such as admin or admin password. Here, we won't be able to directly extract the LDAP credentials since the password is usually hidden. However, we can alter the LDAP configuration such as the IP or the host name of the LDAP server. If an LDAP password attack, in an LDAP password attack, we can modify this IP to our IP, then test the LDAP configuration, which will force the device to attempt LDAP authentication to our rogue device. It can intercept this authentication attempt to recover the LDAP credentials. So what this means, right? Let's say we have a printer. This is our printer. Poor lad. This is the good Active Directory. This is the bad. LDAP is hard only because of Kerberos. Oh, okay. Did I need to like really go good at that? This. Okay. So quickly explaining. This is the Active Directory original or good one. Printer is connected to this, right? Because it has like, let's say, Active Directory IP mentioned as 1.1.1.1. What we did is said, hey, this is the wrong, we removed this as attacker, we removed this and said the right IP is 2.2.2.2, which is the bad, our rogue device. Rogue device IP, and this is bad. Now the printer will try to communicate with this one, and it will try to communicate with this and will send credentials. Now what we can do is we will first able to see, and we can also like send this traffic here and back without raising any crazy suspicion, but we will get the credentials. Like almost, we don't even have to do this. This is like not needed, but good to know. Performing an LDAP pass attack. Ooh. Okay, I think we will be touching Kerberos, right though? There is a network printer in this network where the administrator website does not even require credentials. Navigate to this to find the settings page of the printer. Oh, not here. Let's show. So printer settings, LDAP settings. Yo, my team got selected for UST. Oh, what's this one? Nice, bro. Congrats. Dude, how you form these teams? So this is powering cybersecurity intelligence for tomorrow. Nice. Oh. Dude, how you form these teams? I want to learn. That's awesome, man. Kudos. Attaboy. And then, yo, interesting thing. This is the same guy who said, I'm not that good, like 5 minutes ago. This is irony. This is God right here. Showing it. Check CTF times. And you mentioned UST. Where is UST? Just. Where is UST CTFs? Okay, let's see. Oh, this is the one we talked. It looks very similar. Is this the one? No, it's FAUST. Where is it, boss? Can you provide the link? Teams, calendar, archive, Teams. My team and me were together for 8 months. We did a lot of things, man. Nice. Yes, sir. Which is the best platform to perform cybersecurity related? Dude, I always ask that too. You know, Rabbit mentioned that he is part of some Telegram channels. You have to find them. No, you have to like look through them on through Reddit and stuff. There are certain ones which are good, but like nothing like the way other people get it. I'm also like finding a proper like channel if I can get one. Not news, but like related. Yeah, this is like different. But I know reports. Oh yeah, please. Yeah, he does say he's a noob. Dude, that yeah, that will do the job. That will do the job. Can you send that like in the Discord? That specific one, can you send in Discord? This one also probably if you send Discord, if not here, right? Let's see. Hands-on phishing is here. Pentester land. Oh yeah, about offensive sharing knowledge. Oh nice. Good to know. What about this one? The USG powering cybersecurity. Oh, it starts in 16 days. Nice. Speakers, big people, big people. Sure. Call for papers, workshop, our team. Colors of USG. What is your team name, boss? Oh, nice. Nice, nice. I was saying CTF time for finding CTFs on ongoing CTF challenges. Oh, okay. Dude, this is good then. Let me save this again. So we have upcoming. No, you're not. No, you're not. And this one is USG or Gen. Nope. Oh, nice, nice, nice. Upcoming. Where is the G? RTA hitcan. For software developers, they have lead code and hackathons to flex. For cybersecurity guys, search CTFs. No, I think CTFs and just challenges. Honestly, also like for cybersecurity person, like for me, in my opinion, Shriram, do the hack the box, right? To flex, right? Two things. I first on TryHackMe would be the leaderboard. Yeah, I don't think so. It is there yet. Um, Let me share this with Shriram. So Shriram, when you go on TryHackMe, right, and you go to where is the leaderboard? Compete leaderboards. This is a great place. It's a great place because Ode is use this thing. General. So Ode is number one on this platform, right? He used this to show off. Like he used this as like a way to market himself. There is this and hack the box. And another, don't make the mistake I made. So I'll tell you this. Just just focus on these two platforms. Don't look for 20 other ones. More than enough information. And yeah, like there are ranks. So if you reach good ranks, good way to flex. Good way to flex. And don't focus on 10 different things. I've made that mistake. I don't want to say I regret it because if you are learning and other people learn from it, It's okay for me to mistake, and I learn from myself. Kerberos security. This sure. Thank you. Curbs on security. Krebs on security. Ah, nice. Dude, this is good. Good stuff. Good stuff. Another one I use, I just basically for myself, I use Dev Daily, but that's just dev related because I have like a full time job, right, as a developer for a big company. So that's that's why I use a lot of front end related information I read, and AI agents and all that stuff. Okay, before we forget, right, why we were here, let's do this. At least complete our performing LDAP pass it back attack, and then we'll look for next thing what to do. Yeah, those that extension is good, 100%. So we were here, we were talking about the LDAP that I explained the tag type. There is a network printer in this network where the administrator website does not require credentials. That's good. Write blogs. Those are good ways. And use it, post them on LinkedIn. Do send me a request on LinkedIn so I will also post it in my network, your ones. I will reshare, like whatever it's called. Navigate to this website to find the settings page of the printer. Using browser extension, using browser inspection, you can also verify that the printer website was at least secure enough to not just send the LDAP password back to the browser. Yeah, yeah, send it to me. Oh yeah, send it to me too, bro. Like just send it. Like LinkedIn, I have a good network, so you will hopefully get a lot of eyes. That'll be helpful to you guys. I haven't touched LinkedIn in a long time. I had a good network. I was talking to a bunch of people on daily basis, but I've been so busy now. I do get so many emails or messages like, "Hey, would you like to do take this course for us? It's free, and just give us your reviews or test this app and give us your reviews. We'll give you money." I'm like, "No, I'm busy. Too much stuff." Two different accounts, one for red team, one for blue team stuff like CTF challenges and labs, and that's I built into. Nice, 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 nice range. Yeah. Okay, sorry, I have to focus on this. I keep forgetting. So when we do the inspect, we have CH. Do you wanna do some CTF that I made for my CTF team? Yeah, 100%. Yo, Idor, what's up again? I would love to do it, bro. 100% I would love to. And even I would love to promote it. That's how we build a community. I wanted to build a community, and that's how we do it. So we have this. I have the value. I have the server value and the password. Okay, nothing is shown. That's good. What else do we have? Test settings input. Okay. Okay. And there is settings page. Post request form 1 action settings page. Do send it to me, Wrench. I would love to. We can do it on a Sunday. That'll be nice. A good away from Active Directory and looking into these things. Run some does search on it. Does search on it like oh, like directory, like look through like the nmap thing, or v or some vhost scan. But should we like because we are doing like what we are trying to do right now, just specifically right now. Directory searching. Can you explain like okay? Do you mean like directory searching? Where exactly directory searching? Like on the printer, you mean like the printer settings and stuff, or you somewhere else? And hard, like in the sense, like are you talking about the hard, like the CTF you made, or like it's hard? There's two things going on, so it's hard to know which one you're talking about. Sorry. This is not a CTF. I thought it was a CTF. No, no, no. It's just basically what we are doing. We are learning about specific attack, LDAP passback attack. So in this, so we have the username, right? So using the browser, we have the username, but not the password. However, when we press the test settings, we can see that an authentication request is made to the domain controller to test the LDAP credentials. Let's try to exploit this to get the printer to connect to us instead, which would disclose the credentials. To do this, let's use a simple netcat listener to test. Um, oh, I thought you need to get root. Damn, that has you. Yeah, I'm just learning about. It's good to learn about one specific attack, especially if I'm learning from like beginner level, right? I guess. So yeah, we are just doing this LDAP attack, LDAP passback attack, in which we have the printer. We are trying to make sure it connects to us instead of the original domain controller. Simple netcat listener to test if we can get the printer to connect to us. Since the default port of LDAP is 389, we can use the following command: nclv nvlvp. I use my own. Here. NVLP, I use that. NLVP. Address already in use. Okay. Note that if you use the attack box, this should first you should first disable the slabd service LDAP stop. Then we can alter the service input box on the web application to point to our IP and press test it. Okay, so let's stop this. Oh, wrong one. Now let's start. So we are listening on this port now. Shriram, let me know. I know it's basically for you and me. This is the first time touching a lot of Active Directory. Let me know. My IP of the box, I can run basically the stuff, but I always like to look at the URL. It's way easy to find that. And I can just do like, it would be, where is it? 10.201.57.254. Yeah, I think, maybe, yeah, it should be this one. I always look at this and it works for me. I can even, maybe for here, it might be different. So I can go either by this one or I can go the breached one. Let's see. Because we have the printer, now let's use the IP address, server IP address, and then see. One thing they didn't mention properly, I believe, and I want to test, is that I can see the network, like what's going in and out, right? So I can probably see what will be the password here itself. Your IP will be your VPN IP and will be either 1050 this or 1051. So it is the first one. Can you check what request it makes to the web browser when you do the test settings? Yeah. That's what I'm looking at, because I think it will do that. You can use IPA to list all the interfaces. Please make sure to use this as your IP, otherwise you will not be receiving a connection back. Please also take a note for the of the interface for this IP, since you will need this later. Okay. Panda, what's up? What's up? What's up? Everybody, I would love you to say hi to Panda, please. Panda has been supporting me from day one. Can never forget that. Okay, so we have the IP here. We are using the 51, so this will be this. Yo, sup? Yo, Shriram is saying howdy. Yo. She's saying love ya. Everybody's saying yo. He, Panda is Kung Fu Panda. Panda can kick some butts, that's for sure. I know that. can kick some butts. What I was doing though. Yeah, Panda can kick some butts with Panda's karate move. I know Panda has a black belt, probably. Hold up. What I was doing. Web request. Yes, thank you. Here, now let's test the settings. So let's see what is the setting say. Payload. Send me the payload. Yeah, probably a black belt. I feel like, yeah. I am two belts away from a black belt. Oh, wow. Yeah, you got the answer. 2 belts away. Scary stuff, lads. Scary stuff. It's interesting the amount of variety. I'm just thinking like why the like request doesn't come. I'm just yeah like 100% NC, but like why the request doesn't come? Like it got a reverse shell. Yeah, that's a good point. Connection received. I don't know what to do with this. Okay, let's see. You may require more than one try to receive a connection back, but it should respond within 5 seconds. The supported capabilities response tells us we have a problem. We do have a problem. Okay. Because it got stuck on the connection point with the NC, it continues state on connection. Yeah. But I'm just thinking because I feel like I've seen like at least the response even before I get some uh, a response back. Like I've seen the request part, not the response. Sorry, the request in the network tab. Might be wrong with the NC, right? So support capabilities response tell us that we have a problem. Essentially, before the printer sends over the credentials, it is trying to negotiate the LDAP authentication method details. It will use this negotiation to select the most secure authentication method that both the printer and LDAP server supports. So like a lowest common multiple type thing for authentication mechanism. If the authentication method is too secure, the credentials will not be transmitted in clear text. With some authentication method, the credentials will not be transmitted over the network at all. So we can't just use normal netcat to harvest credentials. We will need to create a rogue LDAP server and configure it insecurely to ensure the credentials aren't sent in plain text. Damn. Okay, lads, I guess we are doing this then. We are setting up a rogue LDAP server. How much time will it take? Okay, let's just do it. Let's just complete this so I don't have to restart everything tomorrow. Okay, hosting a rogue server. There are several ways to host a rogue LDAP server, but we will use OpenLDAP for this example. If you are using the attack box, OpenLDAP has already been installed for you. However, if you are using your own attack machine, you will need to install OpenLDAP using the following command. We don't have to do this, but I'll send it to you guys just in case if you are into it. Here. So LDAP utils, and enable it. SLDAP, LDAP utils, and enable it. You will, however, have to configure your own rogue LDAP server on the attack box as well. We will start by, you have to configure your own rogue LDAP server on the attack box. We will start by reconfiguring LDAP server using the following commands. Okay. You guys ready for this? At least anybody is ready for some rogue stuff. I've never set up a rogue proper server, so that's cool. sudo depackage this. Okay, make sure to press no when requested if you want to skip the server configuration. Lock in, yeah. For the DNS domain name, you want to provide our target domain, which is this one. Okay, let's do it. Okay, so we have package configuration. If you enable this option, no initial configuration or database will be created for you. No, omit. Okay, so we want to do it, and then we have to type this one. Okay, I did know. We were supposed to do no. Okay, this is good. EC2 internal, you know that is AWS. AWS service EC2 is basically their server offerings. Elastic compute, cloud compute. Provide any administrative password. So I will type. Okay, let me do this. Organization name. Let's do wrench. Administrative password. I will say 12345. Confirm password 12345. Man, I can see the sleep in your eyes. I know. I know. My eyes might be red by now, right? Can you see it? Like, my eyes are red probably. Select MDB as the LDAP database to use. HBD and BDB use similar storage format, but HBD adds supports to subtree names, but support for this. MDB backend is recommend. MDB's new storage format requires less configuration. Okay, good. We don't care about storage, so that's why. Do you want the database to be removed when LDAP is configured? No. Yes. I was never asked which database. Was I asked? Okay, that's fine. Okay, it created the stuff for us. Now let's see. Before using the rogue LDAP server, we need to make it vulnerable by downgrading the supported. This is what you were saying. This is what you were saying, bro. Right? So downgrading the supported authentication mechanism. What is that he stole? The XP. So before okay, so downgrading the supported mechanism, we want to ensure that our dank meme. Oh, I see. Dude, that's hilarious. You guys are playing. Actually, want to tell you this. It was Panda's idea to add dank meme, if I'm not wrong. Is that where you put coins, you fish, and all those stuff, right? It was Panda's idea. Okay, sorry, going back. Before using the rogue LDAP server, we need to make sure it is vulnerable by downgrading the supported mechanism, authentication mechanism. We want to ensure it was my idea indeed. You hear it from the OG. You only know the word is Nasties. There's some whole stuff going on. Panda, you have to be more active on these Discord, man. For people who don't know, we have a Discord game stuff going on called Dank Meme. So feel free to join the Discord, play the game. So thank you so much for that. Okay, going back, right? We have to downgrade the authentication mechanism. We want to ensure that our LDAP server only supports plain and login authentication mechanism. To do this, we need to create a new LD if file called with the following content. I'm not just less on those things now, but I can. I'm just less on this, yeah. That'll be great, yeah. To have you there, it is always nice. It's always a pleasure. So we have LDIF file, OLC SAS security props LDIF, okay. cnconfig replace. Okay, the file has the following properties: specifies the SASL security, which means simple authentication and security layer. Okay, no anonymous, disables mechanism that supports anonymous login, specifies the minimum acceptable security strength with 0, meaning no protection, so plain text. Now we can use the ldiff file to patch our LDAP server using the following. Okay. So where do I have to add this? Okay, so we have created this file and then we use this just command there. Okay. Okay, so we do nano. What's the name of the file? Okay, let's close this guy. We are here in the root directory. Now let's play the file. Sudo ldap modify external ldap e, and then we have this file, and sudo service ldap restart. Dude, this is some like over the head thing going for me now. I need to understand this specific what they are saying. Basically, they are mentioning the file, but I need to understand what this means. And we have a lot of people, so do not forget to like, share, subscribe. Nice. We can verify that our rogue LDAP server's configuration has been applied using the following command. Note, if you are using Kali, you may not receive any output. However, the configuration should have worked and you can continue with the following step. LDAP search LDAP XL's base supported SSL mechanism. Okay, let's see what we got here. So authentication started, so we got like 0 for our level, and we search what we'll get. We got no, we didn't get plain. Configure the LDAP credentials. Okay, our rogue LDAP server has now been configured. When we click the test settings on the printer, the authentication will occur in clear text. If you configure your rogue server correctly, it is downgrading the communication. You will receive the following error: the distinguished name contains invalid syntax. This distinguishing, okay, wait, hold up. If you receive this error, you can use a TCP dump to capture the credentials using the following command. Okay. Dude, quick question, lads. Why I'm not seeing plain? What am I doing wrong? Is my file wrong? You have to do the blue team stuff. Bro, I have to do a lot more than just blue team stuff. Okay, so let's see. Maybe the spaces are the issue. Maybe. Come on, come on. In the blue team stuff, Wrench, what exactly should I do, in your opinion? Okay, let's see now. Nice. Okay. It was the spaces. Damn. For starts, if you want to just learn how blue team works. Sure, like I want to really learn and master Active Directory. That is 100% going to be one of my things. The basic models. Okay. What do you mean by models? Models of what? Like, so capturing LDAP credentials, our rogue server did this, right? Now we have to go to our server or printer, click on post again. And see the connection. Cyber kill chain. Oh, okay. Those models. I see. And let's see. Okay. MyTair attack. Yeah. Actually, I did some work on MyTair during my university time. So I like MyTair. It was helpful to get some good name out. Diamond model, NIST life cycle, I know. So we have this. And we have ifconfig the 1051, this guy, copy, paste, test setting. Now if we go, supported capabilities it's asking. Settings. I'm going to that URL, but doesn't give me that. No. Copy. Paste. Why? Dude, what am I doing wrong here? So this supported capabilities is asking for it still. Our rogue LDAP server, when we click test setting, test setting is there. Let's see, I will just run this command and let's see. Do you know what could be happening which I don't understand? There is no dump here. Do you know what I could be doing wrong, lads? Like if I created, sorry man, I was talking to a teammate about the CTF thing. Oh nice, okay, that's fine. But yeah, so I did like created the rogue server. I got this message right when I ran this. But now when I go to the test settings on the printer, I'm not getting what I want. I'm not getting what I want. There's no dump. Oh wait, I got something. Okay, wait. Is there something here? Can you share the TCP dump command? Sure. And I'm just going to see where the password 11 is. But yeah, TCP dump, here, this one. Try to execute the nv11 command again and execute the TCP dump. Then you will see an output. Yeah. Oh, thank you so much. Insomnia, thank you so much, boss. Okay. I'll do that. I'm just thinking, where was password 11 for that and where's for mine? Ah, it's fine. I'll do this. I'll do the nclv mp again. Did that. Okay. Now let's go to the password setting. Let me copy this. Refresh. I just use Fireshark for my networking there. Yeah. I'm just thinking in the sense test settings. Now if I do, this is coming. But if I do the TCP dump command and password 11 is password 11, LDAP password 11. Okay, at the very end it should come. Yeah. Did I set Fireshark? Did I? Did I set Fireshark, not Wireshark? Dude. I'm sorry, man. Oh, holy. I need sleep. I need sleep. This is what grind looks like though. Is there there is no Wireshark here, is there? Probably not here. There's no Wireshark on this one. Is there www? No Wireshark here. Damn. Just don't judge me right now. So let's see. Like one thing I just want to know, right? It should have here. See accessories. Where? I think you should execute first this TCP dump and then click on the test server. Oh. Oh, good call, bro. Good call. For people who don't know where I'm reading it from, got Insomnia, Europe, helping me. Yeah, I think you're right on that one. So cancel this. I'll just open another one of these guys. And another thing I will do is start NVLP again. Now I'll do the test setting. Nice, thanks boss. But I don't see my password here. Let's see. Object class. So my LDAP, my rogue server is not correct. That's basically, I feel like. Now search for LDAP password. It should have been like this, right? Like there's nothing. Like if I do control, is control F works here? LDAP. I don't think it worked for me. You know why I feel like that? Let me show you something. I have to try, I'll try this service again. I want to see what is the answer. Let's see if the rogue server was done properly. Login plain, okay, so that's good. Next thing, I didn't get any stuff. Inspect. I'm sure, but you change the organization. Change the organization name. Okay, I think so. Basically, you are saying to go back with these steps. Okay, you know what? It's worth a try. It's worth, but it should not care about for this. Yeah. So let me start with this. Okay, let's see. No. Come on. ZA TryHackMe.com. That should be the one, right? ZA TryHackMe.com. Sure, right. Organization name. So instead of, or because they haven't mentioned anything about organization name, maybe I will do just, oh, I have to do organization name. Use the same for organization name. Oh, that's probably the wrong thing. Thank you so much, Insomnia. Thank you so much. This might be it. This might be it. I remember when, as, sorry for my English, it is not understand where I'm from, Germany. No, your English is perfect, bro. Your English is perfect. And if you want to learn, like, conversate more, join the Discord. Lot of good people here. Like Wrench, Shriram, they will help you. Your English is perfect though. I understood exactly what you are saying and you were right. Probably. Let's see. No. What is this one? Move the old database. My English is pretty bad too. Oh, they see, so nice people. They said they will help you. Nice. And Wrench, don't trust this guy, man, in these cases. Oh yeah, 100%. No, Insomnia is a good guy. He's a good guy. Old database, maybe yes. Or no. Should have sent no. No, I can understand you very well. Oh, thanks, man. Oh, my caption is off still. I thought my caption was on. Oh, it's just here. I forgot to transition. Sorry. That's me, bro. I'm the most trusted guy. I just started learning cybersecurity. This guy. Oh, you have joined it. Nice. Welcome to the family, boss. But just don't trust this guy. Okay, I think I have to do the ZA thing again. And I selected the wrong for the password. Or sorry, the database one. Which they don't show here. No. Wrench is having a time. Enjoyable time. 1, 2, 3. Let's do 1, 2, 3. Very. Should I? Do you want the database to be removed when LDAP is purged? No. Where should the old ones? Yes. Okay. Okay. Just started cybersecurity. Yeah, I know. It's funny. Okay. So now let's start this. Restart our LDAP. then we can clear this thing. Yo, Idor, what's up? Yo, how come you almost got like XD? You just type XD and you just got like 150 XP. That's crazy. This guy actually hacked the whole thing. Where should I start learning roadmap? uh, Insomnia, if you're on YouTube, join there. I think you will be able to see. Yeah, I know. You guys were fighting about XP, and Idor came and snatched all the XPs. So Insomnia, if you're wondering, we have like these XPs here. Do join it. Because I keep a count of XPs, so time to time. This is interesting, like they're doing that. Yeah, just like 2-3 messages. Holy. YouTube channel is same, censored hacker. Same thing. Okay, so before I lose focus again. Nice. I'll see you on YouTube. This is the pattern for sure. Probably. We have to report this. Thank you so much, boss. Yeah. So we have this service, plain login. Again, we'll try. Should work. Right? Or maybe not here. But I can start my NCLVMP. Okay. Okay. Oh, I have to not use that. Your insights were wrong. I guess, Wrench. The one-liner boss. That's hilarious. I think now I see what it is doing. Now it makes a little bit more sense. Now if I paste here, just go here. My rogue server was not working before, basically. Now if I do test setting, maybe now. That looks good now. Yeah. Thinking somewhere I should get what I want. Might work, might not. Hacking is just about making theory and acting on it. Yeah. My future plan, if it doesn't work, cry in a corner in next 10 minutes. That's my future plan. Dude, I don't know. So, like this sudo, like this is working. Dude, I have to stick to Active Directory at least for some time. At least for some time. This is like a good brain teaser like going on for me. I'm learning a lot for sure. And I promised Rabbit I will do some of the Active Directory like modules for him, even though he's not here. So do give him a hard time in Discord. Dude, it's so funny. Like, I'll show you. I'll tell you something. What happened with Rabbit and me today? Wrench, you also pointed it out. Yeah, this is interesting. Active Directory is hard. Active Directory is hard. Yo, you are back number 1. Let's see what you are at. 175. Let's do it. Let's go. I'm just seeing plain and this guy. So if I go, if I go back again, it's working. This time it's working properly. User not found. Oh, username. I'm always stuck on this point and I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Dude, same. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, I do have to. Now it's for sure send message time to get XP up. Yeah. Oh, I'm just thinking, should I change the username or something? Because I'm not getting this error. I'm not getting this error. This is already in use, makes sense. Okay. My thing, right? Is the username the domain name? Oh, dude, this went back. This went back. I have to restart this. Did the, oh, did the network, oh, I did reach here. They started this one. So I'm able to reach here and printer one. Okay. Because I don't think this was here earlier, was it? Yeah, oh, that's good. That's good. Uh, okay, so login is plain. Let's go back. Let me do one more quick thing. Let's start now this. Test settings. I'm getting an interesting thing you should see, right? Now if I click on test settings, I'm getting what? I'll start the XML. And let's see one thing. Can I see the credentials here? Post request. Request. Text password. Okay. Wait, hold up. I didn't see him in the stream. Where is Rabbit still in trauma? I didn't see him today. I did talk to him today though, and he was pretty happy. I sent him uh, the gift card for like the hack the box, the $15 gift card. I'm not getting what I want here though, lads. What should I do? Do you have save setting and then test settings? I didn't do save settings. Maybe I can do save test settings. Save settings. And then test settings. Okay. Let's see. Invalid DN. Oh, wait, we got this. TryHackMe. Yo, thank you so much. Thank you so much. That save setting and test setting worked. Holy. Yo, Insomnia, did you see it too? Thank you so much, French. It's so. I hate it, man. I hate it here. So, Idor, change in plans. I won't be crying anymore. Dude, no, like, it doesn't say save settings and then. So, and Wrench is a very high level hacker. He's like, his other name is like Bear. His name is Bear. I just don't know which one. Try hack me, LDAP pass one act. Okay. People call him Bear. Putin's Bear. Yeah, 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 it is true. People have made documentary about this guy. I'm just a new man. Wrench is the level of hacker government. Yeah, he's the APT. He's the APT, Advanced Persistent Threat. Thank God he's our friend, or we would all be screwed. No, not move again. Okay, so let's see what is the next. Also, note that password 11 is an example. The password for your service will be different. You may have to press the test setting button a couple of times before the TCP dump will return data since you are performing the attack over a VPN connection. Now we have another set of Active Directory credentials by using a LDAP passback attack and downgrading the supported mechanism we could have intercepted the credentials in clear text. FBI is watching. No, not you. Not FBI. You. You are watching. You are FBI. Wait, if FBI comes here, I will just get some more views, right? If FBI comes here, I will just get some more views. I don't mind. I don't mind that. What type of attack can be performed against LDAP authentication, not commonly found against web authentication system? LDAP pass back attack. What two authentication mechanism do you... Oh, amazing, you have 3-day streak. No, I don't want to show it. Bro, I had like 45-day streak. Like, this is not... Do we allow on our rogue LDAP server to downgrade the authentication and make it clear text? Login in plain, yeah. Yeah, this strategy is interesting. Login in plain. TryHackMe LDAP pass back. What was it? LDAP pass one ad. Okay. Yes, I had a 69-day streak to show. For what, bro? For what? Shriram, to answer, those streaks give a bag or some lab access. They do, yes, he's right. So I'll show you something. There is try hack me streak benefits. There is a guy with like 400 plus stuff. No, not streak, not a bag, not a bag, not a bag. Not a bag, actually. Where it is, where it is. I don't see it here, but it's fine. If we go here, right? If you see here, where is it? See wildcard, build backup. So you, let's say if you reach a 7-day streak, right? You get like 1 day of like I think 7 or 10 day streak. You get a freeze. So let's say one day you didn't do any hacking, it will still keep your streak. You do get like I think rewards. So yeah, here it is. So 7 batch networking room access and streak freeze. 30 days you get one more, and 45 days you get 5% off swag. Basically these three are the rewards. And every time you hit a milestone, you will get like I think 3 rooms after signing up. Yeah, after milestone you get like some freeze, more freeze. That's all. It's just more for you, just like Duolingo. It's more for you. I don't care about those. I did at one point. That's why I have a 64 like streak. But the whole reality is I don't care because I have been more consistent over Monday to Friday to come every day instead of like anything else, right? Monday to Friday is a bigger thing for me. So I come. And like yeah, that's for me. And so lads, we completed task 4. Tomorrow we will be working towards authentication relays and Microsoft deployment toolkit. Damn, bro, need to learn this before. Need to even study this before I join. Configuration files, credentials, and stuff. So we might do some hacking specifically, and so that will be done day after tomorrow. But so tomorrow we will try to cover task 5 and 6. And I'm tired and I need to sleep. It's 1:11. Yeah, let's go. These is good information, I think, right? Like good things we are building, and yeah, have to spend at least one day, or like at least 3-4 hours on a day to do it. Uh, but yeah, good day, good day. Yo, Insomnia is in the building. Insomnia is in the building. Right, RIPC. The HashTV has a ton of info in one page. Yeah, Hack the Box in because it is more mature, right? So 100%. So this is good. No, this is amazing. Damn. Okay, so this is thank you so much, Sriram. Thank you so much. Okay, with that being said, lads, thank you so much. I'm going to keep this 225 XPs. Damn. Try to yeah, like more messages you guys do, right? Easy for me to see on here on YouTube. But Insomnia, I'll keep you in mind too. And yeah, by the end of the month, who will have the most XPs will get like a free TryHackMe subscription for a month, or a Hack the Box $15 gift card. And also, Wrench, you were asking something today, and I just want to share. It was long way up. Where I sent where was it? Here. It was in the morning. Basically, what happened was I sent Rabbit the credential, the gift card, right? And this is where like even the top people make mistakes, because he actually accidentally shared the redeem code for that. Now he redeemed it before, but he accidentally redeemed it. That's why I was like, anyone can see the code, redeem it fast. So just for you guys to know, like, hackers also make mistakes, right? But yeah, I am. With that being said, Sunset Hacker signing off with the quote by Sriram. Thank you so much, everyone. You should have been online. Yeah. Yeah. You might win it next time, who knows? But with that being said, thank you so much, everyone. It has been a pleasure. Today was fun, energetic, and yeah, no, just thank you so much for being part of it, making my dream come true. It means a lot, and hope you guys have a great day, a great night. Stealing is better. Somebody's. Oh, dude, that's funny. But okay, so thank you so much, everyone. I'll see you tomorrow. Till then, stay safe, stay hydrated, study well, breathe well, enjoy well, do what you like to do. With that being said, Censored Hacker signing off. Bye, Panda, and come to Dang Me. Yeah, good nighty night, lads. Thank you so much. And Jai Shri Ram. Bye. Good night. Good night, Panda. Good night, Insomnia. Good night, Wrench. Shri Ram. Good night. Good night, Idor. Thank you so much all for joining. Cheers.